As always, I'm Tyrolan, and this is episode number 11 of Neverwinter Nights 2, The Mask of the Betrayer. Let's talk to this guy. Begone! There's little enough comfort to be had in this crowded furnace. I won't let you throw yourselves into the warmth and crowd it further. The furnace is crowded? Crowded, yes. Beyond capacity, there is no room. Go now and find some other warmth. What is it, priest? A supplicant come to join the many? Nothing to concern yourself with, child. Recede back into the warmth of the furnace. But do you sense it? Unlike others that have come, this one is compatible with the many. Well, let him keep speaking. Do not even think that. It cannot see you or hear you, and if it could, such a one could dominate the many and silence my voice. I would no longer be one. Do not fool yourself, priest. You are the one only because I granted it to save you from the many's wrath. Do you wish me to wake the brute? How dare you? Do you forget, child, that before Cyrex's usurpers cast me alive into the furnace, it was I who fed you, nurtured you, educated you? I've forgotten much, priest, but that is one detail I can never forget, as you have recited it incessantly since you joined the many, and I regretfully made you the one. You should be grateful that I kept the secret of your existence safe throughout the hours of torture I endured for being the high priest of a slain god. For if I had let that detail slip, you and the rest of the many would have been exorcised from the comfort of the furnace and set to the city of judgment and become mortar for the walls of the faithless. I don't have any gloves. Priest, who is the child who you're speaking to? Are you talking to imaginary beings, or do you see something in this room besides the priest? I only see the spirit of a Merculite priest, but I sense the presence of others. Did you hear that? What it said? It can see and hear me. The brute must witness this. I will go fetch him. No, not the brute! Not the brute! Someone called me. What's this, a living flesh receptacle? No, no, brute. Go back into the furnace. Yours is the last face I want to see, you mindless murderer. You be silent, priest, or I will leave you here. Find more of your still-living family to slay. Leave? You can never leave, and even if you could, my progenitors are already dead thanks to you, monster. Do you forget when I hunted you down for slaying my wife, my son? And then when I had you tossed swearing into the furnace? You be silent. I spit on your flesh, while your flesh blistered, and watched the spittle boil and evaporate on your forehead as your final words went unheard over the roar of the infernal. Obviously, you two have a complicated past. Huh? Did the flesh receptacle speak to me? Or at me? How can it see me? Yes, you low-born son of a corpulent pig. The child called for you to witness this. Some other one can see you and hear you as I once did when I lived. Well, you impudent worshipper of a dead god, let us grab it and take it into the furnace so that it might join the many. No, I am the one and I forbid it. Eventually this one will tire of being ignored and move on. Then let me speak to it myself. I want out of this blasted furnace, and this one may have the power to break us free. I will not let you speak to it. Now go back and I will deal with this. Feh, I was roused for nothing. It will take me some time to find a comfortable place among the crammed furnace. Do the many a favor and be silent until then. Oh yes, I will keep silent. The living have little patience for being ignored. If I do not speak to them anymore, they will leave. So basically, this guy's going to ignore us. And there's nothing we can do at this time. The game does not tell you this. Like, if you look in the journal for it, but return later when you find some way to influence them. So basically, the first time I played through this, trying to do a Let's Play of it, I failed to realize that I could do nothing. And without getting past him, because technically the key is on the corpse of that guy, and he's very well stuck in there and won't talk to us. And the flames are too hot. You can't get in there, the ghostly flames. I spent hours trying to figure out how to do that. What you're supposed to do is leave with Kaylin the dove. You don't think you should be able to, because she says, I'm not going to leave this place until we're fully good to go with this place. I need to stay here. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll let you stay here, blah, 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 blah. Nope, that's not the case. The case is, you're supposed to take her from the place that she wants to be, and she just free will walks with you back into the land of the living, into the prime plane. So, yeah, it's kind of nice, right? Drove me nuts. I mean, yeah, it does tell you come back later, but it doesn't specify. Oops, I want to zoom out. Thank you. What you're supposed to do. So we come back over here. Actually,
Inside the gate. They are here in great numbers.
they are not that many. You're meant to believe there's 10 million of them, but it's really not that bad. Let's talk to her sister. Kaylin, little sister, it's good to see you on the Prime again. You need to stop flying from us. Was your search successful? I used wrong voices. I have made progress, yes. What has happened in my absence? The city feels different, more turbulent. A ghostly beast is at the gates. A bear god awakened from his slumber and wailing worse than Suzo, when she can't get her way. And worse than Ephraim, when I best him in duels with one hand tied behind my back and hopping on one foot. It is good to see you, my siblings. I have missed you. But how did you come to be here? I had thought that we would not let our eldest sister, leader of our humble menagerie, go into exile alone. Who would feed us, change our cages, sing to us? Nay, to abandon you, I would sooner let the antlers fall off my helm like leaves. Although the removal of your antlers would make it easier on door frames, my brother, many still bear wounds from your entrance. I am pleased to see that the gravity of the events have not diminished your charming rivalry. I have brought your sister Kaylin to you, as promised. Indeed. Now we will keep our promise and help you. Promise? What promise? In exchange for finding you, we promised to help battle the spirit army beyond the gates. It was not my intention to endanger you, my siblings. Ah, sister, we can take care of ourselves. We are not unaccustomed to battle, or to great odds against us. Remember the menagerie. Please release them from their promise to aid you. I will help you, and that is enough. Alright, I'll release them from their promise. And I gain influence. I thank you. I do not wish them placed in harm's way for my sake. Kaylin, please come home with us to Celestia. I know grandfather will reconsider your exile if you would just make penance with Kellenvor. The menagerie misses you, sister. We need you. Kellenvor is just a god. Trust in him to resolve your inner conflict. There are wrongs that remain unrighted by Kellenvor. The truths I seek are sacrilege to his doctrine. Then let us journey with you. No god's faith can be greater than my faith in you, Kaylin. Let the menagerie go where you would lead us. Shush! Or Susa! No! You speak sacrilege against Kellenvor. Ephraim, do not recite grandfather's words. Look into your own heart. You would not have come with me to find Kaylin if you did not feel as I do. Susa speaks true. I would follow you to any end, Kaylin, even to the ends of faith, if you would but lead the menagerie once again. My path now lies with Tyrolan, and I cannot take you on his journey with me. I know I have led you before into battle, but this journey is different. My journey concerns itself with the fate of souls and injustice of all gods, not just Kellenvor. It is a path that may lead to not just the death of my body, but the destruction of my soul. I cannot, will not, risk sharing that fate with my siblings. Please return home, and may the menagerie live on even in my absence. But Kaylin... No, Ephraim. Behold the conviction in our sister's eyes. We cannot sway her from this. Oh, yeah, he looks so much different in there. I don't know if you'll see that in the recording, but... Tyrolan, I insist you take my helm, and use it to keep our sister Kaylin safe. Do not fail her, or I will return to take back the helm, and your life with it. I will do my best to keep her safe. If you cannot wear the helm, then sell it and purchase something more suitable. I can fashion another helm for myself, but my sister, she is irreplaceable. I will miss you, Kaylin. I will pray for you. Farewell, my siblings. I will always carry hope that we'll be together again. So, yeah. You release them, you get some influence. Where's this helmet? I can wear this helmet. I don't know why I can wear this helmet, but I can. +4 deflection, +4 constitution, freedom of movement. Yeah, let's see what that does for my constitution. Does nothing for my constitution. It really does little. It does nothing for my constitution, but it still gives me more hit points. I think that's broke. Gives me a deflection of +4. What else do I have deflection bonus on? Not you. So you are no longer useful to me. I need another ring, folks. We're gonna need another Timmy. Okay, so, at this point, I would suggest that you sleep until it's night. Okay, so it's night. And then go take care of the bear. We're gonna call this episode 11A. Okay, so we should be good to go. We should be able to do this fairly well. I look so ridiculous. I'm wearing mage's robes, a cloak, a stag horn. It's ridiculous. Let us pause a moment to consider our next course of action. I do not think we should simply rush into this blindly. Any advice on how to deal with Oku and his spirit army? Yes, the army. You see, I have suspicions on why he brought them with him to Melsentir. My belief is he needs them to feel his strength. He, might be a bit invincible until his army is dealt with. What are you talking about? I beat that spirit bear once, I'll do it again. This time the result might play out differently unless we favor the indirect approach. Trust me when I say he is not the half-hibernating, sleep-drunken beast you encountered before. He's awake, aware, and very determined, violently so. As much as I ridicule Oku for his stubbornness, facing him in the field of battle while he is at full power is not something I dream fondly of. So wait, before in the barrel, I wasn't facing him at full strength? A rather mild way of putting it, yes. But his army, they are spiritual allies upon which he can feed, from which he can gather strength. So I should tackle them first. There's a lot of them. Their shared number is the thorn in the issue, yes. We will need to not only deal with them, but balance our efforts so we conserve our power for when Oku is weakened. A delicate juggling act, to be for sure. But the fact remains, we must challenge his allies, defeat them, and then Oku's power starts to ebb. Only then we can strike. How will I know when that is? I will warn you when it's time to attack, Oku, but if I fall, you'll have to use your best judgment, as tenuous as that is. Listen for me to call out over the field of battle, and if you cannot hear me then, well, may the spirits guide you your efforts, for I will be unable to. Okay, so he's over there. He's got a few spirit guys, a bunch of Telthors. They're out there, and he's going to talk to us. I'm going to get our other guys up here, because I will outrun them. There's an elemental, there's a wolf, a wolfie, a dryad, a couple dryads. Actually, let's go ahead and save one more time. I didn't know we could save up to this point. Episode 11B. Cat's going nuts. Let's go talk to this guy.
So you are brave after all.
Probably should have spelled out
Wood
first.
and stone would not have kept us from you. But it is good that the innocent are spared my army's rage.
Yeah?
This can be ended quickly if you like. Present your neck. It will fit snugly between my teeth, and we all can return to our dreams.
I think I'd rather not, actually. Tell me something first. What have I done to offend you?
It is not what you did, but what you are, little one. Can't you smell it? The foulness of you drives all these spirits mad.
I'm sure they do.
You do not know what you are. Not yet. If you did, you might ask me to kill you. Better that you never learn.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have a game.
Now we have spoken enough. I will live in a world that is free of you, or I will die and dream no more.
Okay. I will not take any joy in killing you, God of Bears.
And I will treat your corpse with respect, little one. When I drag it from the field, you have my oath. Tonight, you will lay in the Cavern of Runes, and there you will stay.
Wait, you're gonna kill me. So, first things first. Holy crap, he's beating the shit out of me. Yep. Just keep killing things, Tyrolan. She's gonna go down. You have it, you don't. Here, have one of these. Hopefully she can get it before he kills her completely off. Good. Let's see. Anybody left? Let's kill this Dryad. I don't know how many of these we have to kill before we can harm him. Oh, he is injured. Maybe we can kill him now. She's down. Let's try to kill him. Oh yeah, we're hitting him pretty good now. Kill this wolf. It's in my way. Yeah, we should have probably spelled up, but... Oh, Oku's weak. Kill him! Alright, I'm gonna kick him in the butt. Kick him in the butt. Holy crap, look at all the summons. Good thing we rested.
Enough.
Where are you going?
Hurry, but take a blade. Tear out my throat.
He ran away. You were never my enemy. I came here to make peace with you, not end your life. Calm yourself. Yeah, number one.
No, you must finish me. Do it fast before...
Ooh, I'm acting weird. Whoa?
This is the same as what happened in the barrow, when you consumed the spirit wolf.
What is that? It felt like a backlash, a whip across my mind.
Stop this attack. Whatever you're doing, you're feeding on his spirit, siphoning it.
The presence inside you.
He must have ran over here. He's not supposed to. What is this?
Emptiness.
Yeah, he's supposed to be standing
Hunger.
there.
Forgive me. I tried to stop you.
I'm gonna resist the hunger and try to force it back. Yeah, no space, vagina.
You held back your hunger. Last time it seemed beyond your control.
Yep.
You spared me, little one. Once before, a spirit eater spared my life.
I am
I
lawful
remember
good.
a lake of groaning ice. A man standing over me in triumph. And a hunger withheld in mercy.
Spirit Eater, why do you call me that? Oh, wait, no, let's do that. You knew this hunger, that this hunger lurked inside me? Why did it emerge now?
Because of me, I was defenseless, vulnerable,
Oh,
and my spirit is vast. It is like looking upon a great stag, freshly killed and bleeding. Your hunger is roused by such.
oh. Nom nom nom.
I swore an oath, little one, to serve the spirit eater who spared my life long ago, and help him end his curse. A simple oath, but I must have failed. Your curse is the proof of my shame. So now, I swear the same to you.
Okay. First, tell me everything you know about this curse.
Memories fail me, little friend. I was alive in those days. It is like asking the river to remember the snow that gave it birth. I remember my oath, and the scent of your hunger. These were strong in my mind when I laid down in my barrow to die. And I know I paid a price for helping the man who spared my life, for letting him share my grave. But I do not remember what it was.
But what is this hunger?
That I do not know. It is not a matter of remembering. I do not think I ever knew. But I know it will kill you, little friend. It will devour you from within, as it did that other spirit eater. The one who spared my life.
I accept your oath, Oku, and I welcome your friendship.
I can only travel with you if one of these others stays behind.
Yeah, apparently. Gone, you should return to the Vale.
All right, then. I shall enjoy the rest.
Good. We will end this curse, flesh and fur together.
Yay.
Until my vow is kept, these beasts will have no king. No one worthy of the name. Let them go back to my barrow and dream.
Okay. You can go.
The Spirit Eater curse would explain what happened to the wolf spirit in the barrow. I've no idea how it came to you, but you bear an unfortunate affliction. You'll need to consume the spirits of the land, or the hunger will devour you from within.
I'd rather not.
We're drawing a crowd at the gate. While it pains me to say it, we should probably seek counsel with the witches.
Okay. So, yeah, we're almost out of time for this episode, but I'll run through this real quick. So here's our spirit energy. It's at 100%. This will slowly go down every time we rest, okay? At stage 1, we'll get a -1 to all our abilities, 5% vulnerability to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage. All the way down here at about 50%, or a little under 50%, we'll get -2 to all abilities, 2% of the total hit point, plus 1d4 damage every 10 rounds. 10% damage, vulnerability to piercing, and blah 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 blah. Stage 3 is -4 to all abilities, 5% of maximum hit points, plus 1d6 damage every 10 rounds, 25% damage, vulnerability to piercing, bludgeoning, blah blah blah. Stage 4, -6, 10% max damage, 1d6, 50% vulnerable to everything. Stage 5 is... Wait, was this 6? No, Stage 4, sorry. Stage 5, 5%... Whoa, another 5%. I think these are all stacked here. I don't know. And then Stage 6 dead. And this is our craving level. The more it's over on this side, the better. The more it's over this side, the more this will go down when we rest. Okay, so before we end this episode, I'm going to just go ahead. This is Oku. He's awesome. We'll get more info on him when we go back into town. But for right now, the end of this episode, we're going to just do this while I explain. We'll be a little over time. We did end up killing quite a number of these guys. So this is the reason why you don't want to be a spellcaster. The problem is, as a spellcaster, especially as your main ability, after this bit, you're pretty stifled. Now, our other spellcasters are going to be pretty stifled too, but hopefully we'll get some abilities later on in the game, which will allow us to continue on. But for now, let's go ahead and save it. This has been episode 11. I'm Tyrolan, and I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.